Hello, Sophie. Good afternoon.
Hello, Sakshi. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm too good. Thank you. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thank you for asking.
And how was your day so far?
Uh, my day was good, and yeah, it has been going good.
Okay. And what was the best part of your day?
Best part? Well, as usual, there's nothing special, but yeah, like the best part is that I like I made a video. So yeah, that was the best part.
Okay. Wow, that's great. Fine.
And I
So,
had decided that yeah,
yeah,
I had decided as per my schedule, I completed my work, I finished my work, so I'm feeling satisfied after completing my work. So yeah, that's the best part.
yes. Okay. Fine. And please, before dive into this conversation, I want you to introduce and then we'll continue. Okay.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So I'm Supi and I'm talking to you from Jharkhand, and currently I'm doing graduation. I am in a second year, and yeah, my major subject is political science. And as my hobbies are concerned, then yeah, I like playing badminton and I like having conversation uh, with various kinds of people. So yeah, that's it. That's all about me.
That's great. Good to hear that. I am very interesting in books reading and writing poetries and stories. So in my leisure time, I love to do this kind of things. This was just all about me.
You like reading books?
Yes,
Oh,
and
I see. So what kind of books do you read?
yes,
Am I audible, Sakshi?
you are audible. No worries.
All right. So I said, what kind of books do you read?
Hmm.
Fiction, non-fiction?
I have started these self-help books. But
Okay. So you read self-help book, right?
yes, yes, and I'm trying to explore more books, what all I can do. But I started from this because earlier I was not very fond of reading books. So over the time, it has developed, and yeah, nowadays I'm taking interest. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, same here. Like earlier, I had no interest in reading books. But yeah, recently I had started reading, and even I was continuing it. But right now, I am not reading any book. Yeah.
Okay. And please share your English journey. When did you start, and why did you start? That why is very important.
Oh well, it's been long journey, since I have started learning English. So I remember after 10th, I think after 10th or 12th, yeah, I after 10th actually. So I started learning English because I was finding this language quite fascinating. And when people used to speak in front of us, would we were not able to understand anything. So I used to think that wow, like when I'll be learning, I will be able to understand, and when I will be able to speak like this when I learned. So after 10th, I would say that I started learning English, but I was just learning grammar, or yeah, I took the course also, like spoken English classes, like after 10th. Um, but after 3 months, I just left because I had to manage my studies. Like when I was into when I entered into 11th, so I had a like PCMB, so I had to manage these subjects. Then I left completely. I learned over there grammar section like tenses, models, all these things, and I forgot everything after that. And we just had a knowledge actually about basic grammar. That's it. Then after 12th, again I started. Then again I left in middle. I could not, I was not able to express myself. But after that 10th, like sorry, after 12th, again I started. And like for 6 months consistently I practiced. And I yeah, I used to practice. And like consistently I did it for 6 months. And then I'm able to speak, I'm able to express myself. So yeah, like it happened. um like, yeah, for the past 6 months I have been doing it consistently, and now I'm able to express myself. Although like I'm bit like, uh, I'm just entangling in my own thought process that like what am I speaking. But yeah, it's okay, all right, I'm doing it for the first time. So
Yeah, but that's great. You have took initiative. You left it, but you started again. So that's great. People should have a courage to leave this thing and start over again, right? And you did it well. Fine. I want to know one more thing. So you are also Hindi medium or English medium? You're Hindi medium student, is it?
well, yeah, the school where I have studied, it was English medium, but nobody was speaking English. There was no any environment where like, nothing. It was like just like Hindi medium. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, it happens. It's English medium school, but nobody is speaking English. Fine. So it's been a long journey that you have been working on this language, or you have started recently to, very, very seriously. So after 12, you
Very
are doing,
serious.
after 1 or 2
Yeah,
years.
like, hmm. After 12, I started learning English. I started taking like, seriously, I would say, yeah, like before this I was not doing it, and I was not leaving my comfort zone. I was not finding people with whom I could practice. But the day when I started that, no, like I have to speak, although I knew the grammar section, or any with basic grammar. And again and again, I was just learning. I was learning phrases, idioms. But the main part was that speaking, which I was not doing it. But one day I decided, and even I was making excuses that I don't have anyone. How will I practice? But the day when I decided that no, like now I have to speak. And even I practice with myself also. So and now, like over the time, I saw the result, and I'm now here.
Yeah, right. Over the time, you nailed it. You smashed it completely. Fine. Also, now I can see that you are speaking well. So, is it happen? Is there any issue while talking with people? I mean, in this way, it is fine. But when you are going somewhere, so would you like to initiate in English, or you always prefer to Hindi? What happened? Because in our surroundings, there's not in this kind of thing. So, do you always try to speak in English? I mean, but that person will understand or not. Sometimes we think that and we start to Hindi again. Then, what do you do?
Oh, when I meet with strangers, so it is quite difficult for me. I find difficulty in starting conversation, yeah, in English. But yeah, when I'm familiar with person and when I'm having conversation on call, it is easy for me to talk. But yeah, when I have to face camera, or yeah, when I have to face camera and with a stranger, then I face difficulty in having conversation. Yeah.
Okay. And when someone asks you to question in English, then you can answer them in English. I'm talking about offline, not online. But when we are going somewhere and we went somewhere, any schools or colleges and any company for interview, anywhere. But when someone is asking us in English, so that moment, are you comfortable to answer in English, or you feel hesitate, you feel nervous, you feel lack of confidence? What happened?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, it happens with me also. Initially, I get nervous. I hesitate to ask a question or to answer in English. But like when I see people in my surrounding that they are also nervous, this kind of things occurs in between. So it's okay.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, so it happens with me that I also get nervous and hesitate. But yeah, when I see people in my surrounding that they're also hesitating, and even they're hesitating more than me, so I get that. Then I after seeing them, I gain confidence that I can also speak here. Yeah, I can speak.
One more thing, what happened? This is a very practical situation. Like I'm there, and suppose that I visited any office or any university or any college. If there is my kind of student, my junior, even they are speaking like me or they are talking to me in Hindi, I would be comfortable. Then I can reply in English or I can use. But suppose that your professor comes and the person who is fluent, they comes to you, then definitely it happen. We lose.
Yeah, again, it's okay, no problem. So, yeah, when we see the person is better than us or who is senior to us, so that time we get hesitate, we get nervous that will I be able to talk with them? So, yeah, it happens. It happens.
Yes, because we start to compare. Okay, this person is fine. Okay, I'm comfortable. If
Better
he,
than me. Yeah.
but that person knows. Then start. What happened? Okay, suppose that there's my professor or anyone is front of me, and any good person like who has a fluent speaker. Definitely, I will think if I make mistake, if I do fumble, like these kind of feelings automatically comes to from inside. So humans are tend to think like that, but I think this is not right. We should be confident in each and every situation, no matter where we are. But at least our personality is same, right? If I'm going any office or if I'm going in a village area, wherever I'm going, my personality is same, right? But yeah, it happens. I'm working on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a process, every time we have to grow, every time we are learning something new. Even though, like, I have had conversations with many people, but see, initially, what did I do? I made a mistake and I was just entangling in my own thought process. I was not like I was not able to think that what am I speaking. So it happens, I did conversation with you. Then after that, when I'll be having conversation with some other people, then I'll be quite like frank, and I'll be able to talk with them properly. So yeah, it's a learning process, and every day we have to just grow,
Right.
and that's how we have to just keep going. Yeah.
So nowadays, what are you doing for your improvement or for enhancing your skills?
Well, nowadays I like it's not like that, I take out separate a time for myself. Now I have made it like it's a part of my life, like language. And whenever I get the time, and not time, like when even if I'm doing any work like cooking or washing dishes, anything, I put my phone, I will be listening any podcast or anything. So that's how I do. And sometimes I watch Netflix also. So yeah, that's what
Oh,
in English. Yeah.
yes, yes, fine. So for spoken, do you practice with anyone for your spoken
Um,
English? Or no?
Nowadays I'm not doing anything. Yeah, like that's why I want to start, and I want to start my journey again, and I want to start my own YouTube channel, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, started recently, right? So please share about that. But why did you start that?
because I want to improve myself. That's it.
And what motivates you a lot to started your YouTube channel? What was the main ambition or main ultimate goal to start your YouTube channel?
Well, main reason I don't know that, like I
Oh,
have never thought about it that why, but yeah.
hmm.
Um, but I feel that if I start my YouTube channel, I will be growing, and every day I'll be learning something new. How to communicate with people, and whatever the fear I would have, I'll be like, yeah, overcoming my fear by having conversation with various kinds of people. So for that purpose, uh, I'm just like I'm opening a YouTube channel, and along with that, if I upload any videos, so it will be helpful for those who are starting, and maybe they could inspire by us. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Uh, yeah, people get influenced, and yeah, if we can give a good message, so that is somewhere it is good. Okay.
Yeah, because initially I didn't get the right direction. Nobody told me that if you don't speak, nothing is going to happen. Nobody told me, but like if they will get a right direction, then uh, like in less time they'll be able to gain the fluency, or they'll
Hmm.
be able to know the right way of learning this language. Yeah, because theoretically I was doing a lot of things, right? But I didn't gain the fluency, or I was terrible. Like I was terrible like at expressing. Yeah.
Hmm.
So through us, like they'll be able to know at least.
It will happen by the time. It happens over the time if we speak continuously. Consistency is a something. Consistency is the key of success. So if you do something every time, again and again and again, definitely we will be perfect, right? So
Exactly.
speak as much.
Consistency matters a lot. Yeah. How about
And
you, Sakshi? How did you learn? I didn't ask you.
yeah, you can ask anything,
How
whatever
did you
you want.
learn?
Okay,
And
how did
yeah.
okay. And of course, my complete schooling was in Hindi from nursery. Even I have done my graduation also in Hindi, and it was quite difficult when I say someone I have read, science and this Vanaspati Vigyan like this, everything was in Hindi, so people get confused. How can you read in Hindi? But yeah, jokes apart. But I have done my schooling in Hindi medium school, and when I took admission in PG, my post graduation MSc, then I thought that no, it is not right. Even I didn't think anything about that, but my teacher, they were pressuring every time. It is not right. It is not right. You always look. You all are looking always Hindi books. Hindi books. It's not gonna be work for you in future. Then I thought, okay, let's try something, and and that was the time then we have started to work on that, but not for spoken English. That was we were learning only for writing our exam papers. So we have to manage anyhow that because we have to write a exam paper in English, and that was a quite difficult task for us. Anyhow, we managed, and after MSc, then I realized, okay, I did my exams in English. I have written my exam paper in English, but that's not sufficient. That's not enough, right? And we need to work in spoken also because I don't know how to speak. I can write my exam paper, but I don't know how to speak. And yeah, then I started this, and fortunately, I got my phone only that time, so I search out how can I learn. So many friends have suggested, okay, that is the coaching center, we can join. This is the fee, and they will teach us how to speak. And I thought, no, and just leave it. But I was very curious that how do they teach us, and I was very fascinating as you have mentioned. So that was very fascinating when someone speaks in English. Wow, I want to speak like this. And then this journey
Same
has
here.
come there, and when I started little bit English, I was okay. Wow, I'm speaking. But now, what happened over the time? My greed has increasing. Now my dream is just to make myself a fluent speaker, like like a native speaker. I am not satisfied myself till now. I just want, this, I have to work here also, I have to work here. But still, it is not right because journey is so long, and if we are not, satisfying ourselves every time, no, I'm not good, I'm not fine, still I'm making mistakes. Somewhere that is not right. And every day I just want to improve myself. I want to learn new vocab, grammar concept, everything because it's kind of my, I want to make myself a better person in this English, of course, a fluent speaker, so that I can consider myself. Yes, I did something.
Okay, so that is a journey. You also felt the same thing, right? When people used to speak in English, we find it quite fascinating, right? But
Right.
after becoming fluent, like it doesn't fascinate me. Like, yeah, every day we want to grow, we want to incorporate new words every day. But now it doesn't feel like earlier, right? Because now we are able to also express ourselves.
Hmm.
It is like normal now.
No, but I feel that I I rate myself. If someone asks me to 10 out of, I will give myself 1 or 2 because I feel that I need to work a lot. And somewhere I heard it that in order to become a fluent speaker, at least you should have a 20,000 vocabulary. Then I thought, oh my god, even I don't have a one-fourth part of this. But literally, we need a vocabulary, and vocabulary is something that every day you have to learn. It will not
Yeah, exactly.
fit in over the night, but over the time we have to do it. So every day I'm just trying to improve, and yeah, let's see. It's a
It's a
lifelong journey.
language, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a never ending process because it's language. Every day they're adding new words. So yeah, like every day we have to like immerse, or we have to expose ourselves in various topics, and that's how we will be acquiring new words automatically, like through newspaper, magazines, articles. There are so many things
yes,
by which we can acquire vocabulary or enhance our vocabulary. Yeah. And if I watch movies now, like movies are the best because through movies I have learned so many things, like literally, because I I didn't know so many things, but after watching movies I get to know that in this context what am I going to use. So
yes. It
what
is a
happened?
good.
Like,
Why? What
am I
happened?
visible, Sakshi?
Yes, yes, you are. Don't worry.
All right. I thought like it got disconnected.
No, it's
So
visible. And
so yeah,
yeah,
those
yes. Hmm.
I would say that those who want to learn English, they should immerse in various topics. They can watch documentaries, movies, or they can go through articles, magazines. Those who want to enhance vocab, and yeah, they can get to know about situations also. That if, in this situation, what
Yes.
am I supposed to use? Yeah.
Listening is important. Definitely, I also agree with this thing that I have whatever I have learned. I think 40-50% only by listening. Some good idioms, some good phrases, words. So I have learned a lot just by listening. Listening is important. I do agree.
Yeah, exactly. By listening, I have learned a lot. Like, vocabulary or this kind of art was very hard for me to pronounce. But after listening again and again, now, like, I have learned few words like comfortable, patience. These words, uh, like quite difficult to pronounce. So, yeah,
Yes.
I have learned by listening. And what about like speaking? Speaking is also important because uh, everything we can do, if we are doing it, nothing is going to happen unless we speak. So speaking is also very like it's
Speaking is
crucial part.
yes, yes. And yeah, I want to say that I think I have to go, and it was good
Yeah,
talking to
no
you.
problem.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, and thank you for taking out your time and yeah, having conversation with me,
Best of luck
actually.
for you that you have started
Thank you.
here. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sakshi. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
Yeah, same to you.